If you follow this channel, you probably saw my video comparing the WWE's Bloodline storyline to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that video was written and published on March 2nd, well before WrestleMania 40, and at that point I was just speculating as to what was to come and maybe the hypothetical connections. Well, now WrestleMania 40 has happened, and man, I was pretty close. Let's do a quick rundown. Initially, I drew a parallel calling Roman Reigns WWE's Thanos, the universe's formidable antagonist. That comparison, which is not a huge leap, gained more weight when Joe snapped during a segment on SmackDown on March 22nd. And I wasn't the only one who saw the similarities. In fact, when I spoke to the American Nightmare and soon-to-be undisputed WWE Universal Champion Cody Rhodes, he said he thought most of the comparisons were owed more to Roman's presentation as an unstoppable force than anything else.
I think specifically the in-game Infinity War parallel that exists is less because of me and more because of Roman, in terms of he's presented himself as this mountain that nobody can get over, nobody can get around, nobody can go through. The closest so far it was me at WrestleMania 39 last year.
So yeah, that one's pretty much settled. So how about Cody as Captain America? Well, he certainly had his on your left moment at WrestleMania, facing down an army of Bloodline foes, and coming out to help him fight them off and make sure there was some semblance of a fair fight was Jey Uso, Seth F. Rollins, more on him in a minute, and then checks notes The Undertaker? And then there was someone else. What was his name? Oh yeah, and his name is John Cena! So yeah, check. Yes, Paul Heyman was Squidward, and I do think my Usos as Nebula and Gamora comparison could bring it home. Depending on how this whole new Bloodline storyline plays out, we could see a satisfying reunion in the future, even if it's for one night only. The other comparison, and the one that drew some consternation, was Seth as Iron Man. Now, maybe my deep dive on Rollins' fit on the March 22nd SmackDown was a stretch, although it was red and gold. What do you want? I did make a point to say that Captain America wasn't the one who defeated Thanos, Iron Man did, and that one came true. I wasn't sure how it would play out, but Seth made it clear he was willing to sacrifice everything to bring down Roman, the enemy he felt responsible for creating. And when all was said and done, Rollins did exactly what Tony Stark did in Avengers Endgame. He laid down his own welfare in exchange for taking down the big bad. He preyed on Roman's weakness just the way Stark did to Thanos, offering his back for Roman to swing that chair and pay back the breakup of the Shield, and fulfilling his promise to become Cody's Shield, letting the American Nightmare pin the Tribal Chief 1, 2, 3. So who was the final boss, The Rock, in this situation? I mean, I still don't know. Some of you suggested he represents the younger, more vicious Thanos who fights the Avengers in Endgame, and that's not bad, I like that. But the answer really for me is I'm not sure he fits into the comparison. Not everybody does. This was never a perfect analog, and I don't think anybody was copying anyone else, even if they did, maybe play into it a little bit. But it sure is fun, isn't it? As for the future, I think the Avengers comparisons are probably complete. Probably for the best, considering the way the MCU has been lately. Cody finished that story, finally, 1 year after we thought he would, but it did take us an extra year in between Infinity War and Endgame for the Avengers to finish off Thanos. So from here, I think WWE will be blazing its own path. And who knows, maybe they'll reference more popular culture in the future. Rest assured, if they do, I'll be right here to freak out about it with you. One thing is 100% for certain. This storyline was epic and created some of the best pro wrestling in decades. WrestleMania 40 was an absolute blast, kayfabe is cool again, and I could not be more happy about it. So what do you think? What's next for the WWE? How about this new Bloodline Rising storyline? What happens when the Tribal Chief returns? Will he be a hero or a villain? Let's speculate like crazy and have some fun. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content just like this.